Settling for triple C's. Yo, what's up? It's someone, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report was sent in by Max, where he took dextromethorphan, hydrobromide and Polistirex, diphenhydramine and chlorpheniramine, at a dose of 10 pills of triple C's, 200 mg diphenhydramine, and half a bottle of Delsym. And here's the full report details. Alright, so here we have another report involving triple C's, along with the over-the-counters Benadryl and Delsym. If you don't know, triple C's is a name for an over-the-counter medication, Chlorpheniramine cough and cold, something like that. But this contains DXM-hydrobromide and chlorpheniramine, an antihistamine. These two can be dangerous together in high doses, and triple C's isn't really to be humored because so. It can be deadly. We have many past reports showing the horrors that can come, also the most recent Substance Explained video. But here's a report showing a favorable recreational experience. Max chose triple C's because he had no other options, and he's lucky no adverse effects come up. But I'm sure you'll enjoy this report, so without further ado, let's dive right into this. So I would usually get gel tabs, but the store didn't have any, so I had to get triple C's and Robitussin. I already had a half bottle of Delsym from a previous trip. I was kinda hesitant to do triple C's after all the negativity I read about it. I researched a lot about how much I can take, and I eventually took 7 2 nights before this. I had a great time with no negative effects, so 2 nights later I thought I would be safe to do 10. I also got a bottle of Robitussin because I wanted to be more fucked up than I previously was. I was nervous after reading something about the interactions between guaifenesin and chlorpheniramine maleate, that it can make your blood pressure drop dangerously low. I was doing a lot of research to make sure I would be safe. Eventually, after hours of research, I concluded that I should just take 8 triple C's to be safe, and I already drank the Delsym 2 hours before. While taking the 8 triple C's, I was playing a 1v1 game of Call of Duty World War II. Winning, I kept having to stop when I was popping the triple C's out of the box. After I popped the 8 triple C's, I took some Benadryl to help with nausea. After a half hour, I was feeling anxious, and decided fuck it, and downed the whole bottle of Robitussin and took 2 more triple C's. As time went on, I started playing worse at Call of Duty, and I started getting killed more often. When the trip was really kicking in, I told my friend I was going to go to sleep and left the game. I went and sat in my bed staring around, knowing that I was tripping. I started texting my friends and calling them to tell them how fucked up I was, and I was just saying nonsense because I just didn't know what to say, and I couldn't understand anything they were saying. I was just mind-fucked and couldn't think straight. I would forget everything I said 30 seconds later. I started listening to music and got sad vibes a lot. This was different because I am usually emotionless on DXM. Later I started playing GTA 5 and was just driving very fast, dodging cars. Then I crashed and started playing other games. I was playing very bad and doing weird things. I then got up and started walking around my room. I was walking slightly different than how I usually did on DXM. And I didn't care that my parents might hear me walking around this late, ask what the fuck I was doing, come upstairs to find me fucked up, and ground me. I then opened my window and sucked my entire body out of the window for some reason. I was just looking outside and the cool wind felt so nice. I then laid in my bed, started listening to music, and drifted off into a state of complete dissociation. I was hallucinating YouTube videos playing in my head. When I realized what was going on, I sat awake and thought, that was cool. I don't remember much after that point, but I woke up the next morning and I couldn't move because I was so hungover and tired. Overall, it was a great experience, and I had no negative effects at all. I enjoyed myself and plan on doing it again soon.